What makes Messy by Lola Yxng so incredibly genius? Well, today we're going to break it down. And while most people focus on just the instrumental arrangements, I'm actually going to show you what really matters, the vocals and how they personify the entire theme of the song. I'll take apart the a cappella and I'll highlight specific moments that show exactly how the melodies, harmonies, and the vocal production works together to intentionally create something imperfect yet absolutely brilliant. And most importantly, I'll show you exactly how to apply these simple yet bold techniques to your own music, helping you write songs that feel raw, emotional, and completely unforgettable. Oh, and by the way, if you've got a song that's not quite working, just click the link in the description and send it over to me. Instead of just breaking down successful songs, I want to help people overcome the challenges that they face in songwriting and vocal production. So I'm going to select a few of your songs to work on in upcoming videos to show you exactly how to fix common problems and improve your music. All right, let's jump into it. Let's start off with something super straightforward, but really, really cool. This entire song is built from just 2 chords. That's it. From start to finish, it moves between D major and E major, or in functional harmony terms, it moves from the 4 chord to the 5 chord in A major. Now, usually in songs like this, you'd expect the progression to resolve back to the root chord, A major, giving it a sense of closure, but it never does. Instead, it just loops between the 4 chord and the 5 chord, giving tension and then movement. Tension and then movement. It's setting up the song with the perfect foundations for a song called Messy, because it never fully lands anywhere. It just goes. So how do you apply this to your own music? Well, try writing a song with only 2 chords and see how much variation you can create using just the melody, the rhythm, and the phrasing instead of adding more chords. Experiment with progressions that don't necessarily resolve. Keep the tension alive for more emotionally gripping sounds. And one of the things I love about this song is that Lola doesn't just sing the song, she actually talks through it. It feels raw, unfiltered, like she's speaking her mind in real time rather than just performing something that's polished and structured. And what's awesome is that even when she does repeat herself melodically or lyrically, every time that she repeats the phrase, it's not exactly the same. Let me show you. Here's the first post-chorus. Take a listen.
For you when you hate the fucking law. You hate the fucking Lord. You hate the fucking Lord.
There are tiny changes in rhythm, delivery, even note choice. It's consistent, but it's inconsistent at the same time. So how do you use this in your own music? Well, instead of writing rigid, structured melodies, try speaking out your lyrics first. Let the natural flow of speech guide your melodies. Vary your phrasing slightly on repeated lines to make it sound more conversational and engaging. And remember that tone of voice is one of the things that can cross language barriers and make your song appeal to international audiences. The way that you sing and perform a lyric can communicate emotion beyond just the words. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but even the vocal tuning isn't perfect. And that's exactly what makes it feel real as well. The raw pitch fluctuations, the breaths, the unvoiced notes scattered throughout make it feel conversational. Check out the second post-chorus.
For you when you hate the fucking Lord. You hate the fucking Lord. You hate the fucking Lord.
So we've got like a breath. We've got an unvoiced note.
Fucking Lord.
You got a little laugh. And then at the end, you've got kind of like this cool melisma, like ad-lib thing, but it's out of tune.
Lord.
It's like, it's just so messy, and I love it. It's literally personifying the complete song. It's incredible. So instead of using heavy tuning on your vocals, maybe leave some in and leave that natural pitch variation to add character. Maybe you keep in breaths or sighs and add a little imperfections. They make your performances feel more authentic and emotional and raw. And one of the most underrated aspects of this song is actually its use of rhyme. If you look at the lyrics, you'll actually notice that there's barely any use of perfect rhyme. Instead, the song leans heavily on near and imperfect rhymes, which is what gives this loose, natural, almost spoken word feel. And one of the few times she does use a perfect rhyme is when she sings about being clean in the chorus. Because I'm too messy and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then asked me where the hell I've been. The clean and the bean, they have the same vowel sound and then they have the same consonant sound. It's a perfect rhyme. It's a break from the messiness of the rest of the chorus with the rhyme of mouth and aloud. It's the same ow sound to the vowels, but the different consonant, a bit different end. It's an imperfect rhyme. Same with dumb and month. The vowel sound is very similar, but the end of the word is not at all. And that's what gives it this conversational feel. But the use of perfect rhyme on clean is absolutely genius, because not only is she saying that she's too fucking clean sometimes, she's actually showing us that she can be clean in just the way that she rhymes. It's absolutely genius. She's literally personifying the concept of cleanliness through the way she's rhyming. So how do you use this in your own music? Well, use near rhyme instead of perfect rhyme to make lyrics sound more conversational and natural. And think about lyric painting, where your rhyme choice matches the meaning or the emotions of the words. And if you don't know what I mean by near rhymes or imperfect rhymes, I've got the perfect video for you to watch after this, and I'll link it right at the end. And another thing to note about the chorus is the way that it's structured. It's structured into a call and response. The call here I've highlighted in yellow, and then the response is in blue. And here's where the role of vocal production comes in. The calls are layered with a double track like left and right, and then the responses are panned centrally when it's just probably a lead vocal and a single double track. And we get this emphasis when things are double track left and right. It gives width. It strengthens the frustration and the intensity to that statement. Like, how stupid is it that this person is saying that I'm messy and then I'm too fucking clean? It makes no sense. I'm so frustrated. So let's personify that through the vocal production. And then the response is a single track back in the center, and they change the focus. It almost goes from statement to proof, because I'm too messy and then I'm too clean, which is absolutely outlandish. But then you told me get a job and asked me where the hell I've been. It's like, that's the proof behind it. And it's the truth, and it's completely central. I love it. The contrast between frustration and storytelling is just great. And later in the song, rather than just having those double tracks, we also introduce layers of harmonies that push the narrative even further. So let me play you all the different versions of that, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Here's the first chorus.
Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you ask where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect till I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that not allowed?
And then have a listen to this when we add the harmonies in as well.
Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect till I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that not allowed? And
so the left-right double tracks there have been replaced by the harmonies to give that sense of contrast. And that gives a sense of development throughout the entire song. And it keeps the listener hooked in and engaged. But let's actually zoom in onto those harmonies and just have a little look at them to see what's happening, because there's something really interesting here. So I've got the notes of the harmony here in pink, and then the notes of the chord in purple. And you can see the harmony is actually dancing between this semitone interval. And that gives a sense of messiness yet again. But then as soon as she says the word clean, the harmony jumps onto a note which is within the chord, and again personifies the sense of cleanliness. It's just crazy. This sort of lyric painting just happens again and again and again throughout the song. So how can you use this technique of vocal production in your own music? Well, try layering double track vocals left and right on bold emotional statements, and then single track vocals for more intimate moments. And also use harmony to amplify key lines of the song as the song progresses. Specifically, you can use notes from within the chord to give a sense of resolve, and notes from outside the chord to give this sense of abrasion, this sense of disconnect or dissonance. And we can't talk about this song without talking about one of the biggest takeaways, and that is the way that the chorus is structured around complete opposites. It's built on polar contrast. Messy and then clean, clever and then dumb. It's literally like black and white, or up and down, or yes and no. And this technique is so powerful because it makes the lyrics instantly memorable and engaging for the audience. And it's engaging because we already know as the audience what is going to come next. As soon as you hear the word messy, you're going to expect the word clean to come along. And it's predictable in the best way, giving the listener instant gratification because they already feel like they're a step ahead of everybody else when they hear this song. So again, how do you use this in your own writing? Well, try writing a chorus that plays with opposites and contradiction. Create lyrical tension by setting up one statement and then flipping it. And if you're working on your own song now, but you feel like it's not quite right, then just send it over. Remember, I'm picking a few songs to break down in future videos so that I can show you exactly how to fix common problems in your songwriting. So just click the link in the description to submit yours. And if you want to level up your rhyme, just like Lola Young's done in this song, then just click this video next and it'll show you exactly how to do that.